I don't know about you, but when I hear Christmas songs or see a red-nosed reindeer pop up in any month that isn't December, I react with a combination of confusion, outrage, and a faint sense of longing. Unexpected festive cheer can do strange things to a person at the wrong time of year, and having Santa show up in an otherwise non-Christmas related video game, for example, can feel like if the Pogues came on the radio in July. Completely unacceptable. Luckily, we're currently brimming with Christmas cheer here at TripleJump Towers, and we've been stricken with holiday joy. This puts us in exactly the right mood to celebrate those unexpected Yuletide-themed sections in games that otherwise don't have anything to do with Christmas at all. So, hang your stockings by the fireplace, festoon the Tannenbaum with all manner of decorative paraphernalia, and join us as we bask in some surprising video game holly jolliness. I'm Peter from TripleJump, and here are 10 Christmassy moments in non-Christmas video games. Number 10. Chapter 3. Bully. It must really suck to have to spend Christmas in a boarding school. Unless you are like Harry Potter, I suppose, and the school is full of magic and adventure, while your home life is one of unending misery. For most kids, though, it must really suck. Little Jimmy Hopkins knows this all too well, as Chapter 3 of Rockstar's School 'em Up, Bully, details his Christmas spent at Bulworth Academy. From receiving an embarrassing Christmas jumper from his mother in the post, to helping an extremely dubious Santa Claus gather shiny trash to decorate his grotto, things don't exactly exude comfort and joy. Jimmy is then tasked with taking photos of the various kids sitting on smelly, drunken Santa's knee, and the awkward snaps that result from this may well be unsettlingly familiar to any parents out there. At the end of this spree of questionable festive activity, Santa Rudy stumbles off to spend all his takings at the reindeer games. Still, at least Jimmy received his cut of the ill-gotten gains, showing that the spirit of giving is alive and well, even in the heart of a drunken, child-fleecing hobo. It is truly the most wonderful time of the year. Number 9. Ice Country, Secret of Mana. Released in 1993 for the SNES, Secret of Mana is a delightful action RPG set in a more or less standard fantasy world. We've got forests, deserts, mountains, caves, mist-covered woods hiding an enormous castle inhabited by sentient mushroom people. Alright, perhaps it's not completely standard, but you know, close. Anyway, eventually players will come across a very concerned young reindeer while exploring a crystalline forest of frozen trees. The eagle-eyed among you may notice that this energetic fellow has a bright red nose. Can you guess who it is? Well, it's Rudolph. It's pretty obvious, really. He's worried because Santa went to the nearby ice palace and never returned. And there are probably presents that need delivering or something. I mean, I guess it depends what time of year it is. If Santa went missing on December the 23rd, we'd be in a real pickle. But if he went missing on, like, May the 6th, is there really that much of a rush to find him? I don't think so. Anyway, upon visiting the Ice Palace, it's revealed that Santa himself got corrupted into a massive Frost Gigas, a monstrous and dangerous fellow that puts that robot from Futurama to shame. Luckily, when he's defeated, he reverts back to regular old Saint Nick, and Christmas is saved. Just Christmas though, the world is still in grave danger at this point, and don't expect any help from Santa and Rudolph either. Huh, lazy sods. Number 8. You Better Watch Out, Hitman Blood Money. Agent 47 is not really known for his Christmas cheer. In fact, I bet he'd be rubbish in most festive seasons. However, in the Hitman Blood Money mission, You Better Watch Out, he finds himself at a Christmas party that's right up his alley. A pornography tycoon is hosting a shindig at his beautiful mountain residence and has somehow gotten himself onto Agent 47's Christmas list. I mean kill list. Sorry, I got confused there. Either way, 47, do be sure to check it twice. This leads to a mission in which players explore the target's snowy abode, sneaking past seasonally dressed security guards, enjoying the tastefully decked halls, and interacting with the slightly less tastefully dressed female attendees. There is all sorts of festive debauchery going on in this high society get-together, and it's Agent 47's job to infiltrate and eliminate. One possible way of dealing with the target is to sneak up behind him and push him off a balcony, then watch as he tumbles with the falling snow to a messy end. If pushing a porn baron to a snowy death doesn't perfectly embody the spirit of Christmas, then I don't know what does. Number 7. The Christmas Box, World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Back in the 16-bit days, a Disney license slapped onto a game was an almost surefire indication of quality. More recently, not so much. Luckily, World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck falls firmly into the former category despite its long and slightly rubbish name, and is a frivolous and fancy-free journey through a series of worlds infused with that special Disney-fied magic. Perhaps the most magical of all is when our heroes jump into an inconspicuous box and are transported to a land filled with glittering Christmas trees and decorated with blinking lights and sparkling ribbons. It combines Disney magic with Christmas magic. That's twice the magic. Now at this point in the game, Mickey and Donald are either shrunk to minuscule proportions, or the world around them is enormous. It's not exactly clear which. Either way though, this results in the titular duo leaping from bauble to bauble, tiptoeing across hanging garlands, and fending off gift and party-themed enemies. An essential experience for kids who used to dream about being tiny enough to live on the sparkly branches of a Christmas tree. At least I'm assuming everyone used to dream about that. I didn't, I'm already small enough, but I've got to imagine everyone else did, right? Number 6. How the Saints Save Christmas, Saints Row 4. The Saints Row 4 DLC, How the Saints Save Christmas, gives players the unique opportunity to deliver holiday joy to snowy roofed houses while flying Santa's sleigh. You might think this sounds delightful, but remember, this is Saints Row, and as such, the holiday joy comes in the form of colourful explosives fired from Santa's special automatic turret. Look out below. As the story goes, Santa is stuck in some kind of simulation and is gradually losing all of his Christmas cheer. Meanwhile, the evil Claus has taken over his workshop and offed all the reindeer, putting their heads on pikes and replacing them with murderous robots. It doesn't really make sense in context either. Players are tasked with gunning down droves of gingerbread men, giant elves, who are actually the size of a regular person because elves are small, you see, do you get it? And other festive enemies until Christmas cheer is restored. Also, saving Christmas somehow involves the player sticking their arm up a mechanical reindeer's arse multiple times. Only in Saints Row. Hopefully only in Saints Row. Jesus. Number 5. A Christmas Gift, Elite Beat Agents. Elite Beat Agents for the Nintendo DS is a more or less nonsensical rhythm action game in which players are tasked with helping people out of scrapes via the power of music. As such, upon reaching the 12th episode and noticing a Christmas theme, you'd be fully forgiven for expecting hilarious antics and festive frivolity. Instead, prepare for heartbreak, as the episode tells the sad story of a young girl whose father never returned following a fatal accident on a business trip. Listen to a version of Chicago's You're the Inspiration as you swipe and tap the screen to help young Lucy Stevens come to terms with the loss of her father and forgive him for never returning with the Christmas gift she asked for. She just wanted a girlfriend for her teddy. Excuse me, I've got something in my eye. It's a drastic change in tone for the game, and it's all the more affecting for it, reminding us that Christmas is about spending time with and appreciating our loved ones. Presents are cool and everything, but Elite Beat Agents reminds us that the real gifts are the people we love. I may have something in my other eye now. Please, can we move on to the next entry? Number 4. American Consumption, Splinter Cell Blacklist. One of the staples of the modern Christmas experience is wandering around a jovially decorated shopping centre, desperately searching for last-minute gifts, while quietly suffering through an anxiety attack due to the sheer amount of people. You know, all that lovely Christmas stuff. Splinter Cell series protagonist Sam Fisher has a similar Christmas shopping experience in Splinter Cell Blacklist. Similar, but, well, completely different. The mission is called American Consumption, and Fisher finds himself in a Christmassy showroom that has been occupied by a terrorist group. This bunch of absolute Grinches has manufactured a hostage situation, and our hero drops in to put a stop to it. A jaunty, catchy Christmas song is played through the showroom sound system as Sam sneaks his way past Christmas trees and giant decorations, and maybe provides a few bad guys with a dose of festive payback while he's at it. Interestingly, for those unfamiliar with the lingo of the Splinter Cell world, the type of playstyle that focuses on entirely avoiding enemies and going completely undetected is referred to as Ghost. Although in this case, there's no mention of whether it's of Christmas past, present, or yet to come. Bit of an oversight there, I think. Number 3. Christmas Nights. Nights into Dreams. Bizarre dream simulator Nights into Dreams for the Sega Saturn doesn't really have a Christmassy moment at all, or even festive DLC like a couple of the other games on this list. No, instead, this one has a Christmas-themed demo that was made available with magazines all the way back in December of 1996. I guess that makes this entry a certain kind of Christmas card. That's right, a Christmas wildcard entry! Oh, good tidings of great joy! And you could buy your loved one a wildcard-themed t-shirt this Christmas at TripleJumpShop.com. Go and have a look if you like. That's right, this demo disc, which offers players a taste of what they can expect in the full game, uses the Saturn's internal clock to give players some seasonal surprises. Play it during the month of December and, you guessed it, it's jingle all the way, baby! Players are able to zip around a Christmassified version of the Spring Valley level, with merry music playing in the background and Knights himself dressed in a fetching red and white combo. It's like a cozy dream on Christmas Eve. The developers also saw fit to add presents for players to unlock, up to and including the ability to play as Sega's own mascot, Sonic the Hedgehog. This was a pretty big deal back in those days, you know, before Sonic's character was irreparably ruined and the franchise dragged backwards through a sickening mire of unpleasantness and mediocrity. Merry Christmas, Sonic. Sorry about that, that was a bit rude. Number 2. Freeze Easy Peak, Banjo-Kazooie. Christmas can be quite a stressful time of year for parents, particularly those of big families. More kids equals more presents to buy, and also the bigger headache of trying to make sure everyone is kept happy within a reasonable budget. One parent who knows this all too well is poor old Boggy the polar bear of Freeze Easy Peak in Banjo-Kazooie. So cajoled was he by his demanding children that it got to be a bit too much and he collapsed due to overeating. We've all been there, Boggy, especially at Christmas. Overeating and spoiled children aren't the only Christmas tropes present in Freeze Easy Peak, however. In fact, the place is chock full of them. Snow-covered pines, fairy lights, gifts, colossal snowmen the size of skyscrapers, it's all here. There are plenty of opportunities for good deeds as well, including delivering gifts to the children and helping Boggy with his tummy problem. Once the bear is back on his feet, players can challenge him to a sled race, taking him on head-to-head as they speed through falling snow and past frosty lakes. Wait, hang on, shouldn't he be getting back to his kids? Oh wait, I get it. They are Home Alone. Another stealth Christmas reference there. Banjo-ho-ho, indeed. And number 1, Nuclear Winter, Duke Nukem 3D. Duke Nukem seems just the kind of character you can trust to deliver some tasteful, good-natured holiday fun for all the family, right? I'm assuming so, but I've never been a very good judge of character. Either way though, he did just that back in 1997 with the Duke Nukem 3D expansion, Nuclear Winter. Oh wait, actually it says here that Nuclear Winter is considered an embarrassment even by hardened fans of the Duke Nukem series. Oh dear. Anyway, the story goes with the old Santa has been kidnapped and brainwashed by aliens chestnut, and Mr. Nukem is the only one who can stop them. Be careful though, as the aliens have brought new allies along. These murderous elves are known as the FEM, which stands for the Feminist Elven Militia. Oh dear. Players are tasked with finding keys and dispatching various Yuletide versions of classic Duke Nukem enemies before facing off with Santa himself in an epic battle to save Christmas. Once the big guy is defeated, he is freed from the aliens' brainwashing, meaning that Christmas is saved and Duke can get back to his canonical favourite pastimes of physical intimidation, explosive gunplay, and hanging out with babes. Oh dear. Come on, Duke, that's 3 deers already. Just 6 more, and we'll have enough to pull Santa's sleigh.